Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Wide Knowledge. So friends, today we will start with a new topic that is VARNA VYABASTHA. So friends, let's start. Indian society, historical mournings and base of Hindu social organization, the VARNA VYABASTHA. In the Hindu social system, the concept of Varna has been deeply influenced the interpretation of the ethnographic reality of caste. Varna has been the model to which the observed facts have been fitted. The Varna is a complex term. The layman is unaware of its complexities. To him, it means simply the division of Hindu society into four groups, that is, Brahmana, Brahmin, traditionally priest and scholar, Kshatriya, ruler and soldiers, Vaishya, merchant, and Sudra, peasant, labor, and servant. The first three groups, that is, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, are twice born, as the men from these groups are entitled to undergo sacred thread at the Vedic rite of Upanayana, while the Sudras are deprived of it. The fourth division, that is, the untouchables, are outside the Varna scheme. The layman's view of Varna, says Srinivas, it is a comparatively late view on a Varna, which literally means scholar, originally referred to the distinction between Arya and Dasa. He says further, in the Varna scheme of Vedas, there are only four orders and the untouchables have no place in it. But there are references in the Vedic literature to groups such as the Chandala, Nisala, and Fulagasa. The term Varna is derived from Sanskrit root Bri, which is evolved by Sri Yasakacharya in Nirukta. Bri, literally denoting to Kala, originally referred to the distinctions between Arya Varna and Dasa Varna. Varna has also been used for choice of occupation. According to Professor Gure, in the Rig Veda, the word Varna is never applied to any of these classes, that is, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, etc. It is only the Arya Varna or the Aryan people that is contrasted with the Dasa Varna. On the other hand, the Satapatha Brahmana describes the four classes as four Varna. Varna denotes color and phrase. Such a concept of Varna springs out of the contrast between the Arya and Dasa, referring to their fair and dark color respectively. However, the color connotations of the word was so strong that later on, when the classes came to be regularly described as Varnas, four different colors became associated with different castes: Brahmins with white, Kshatriyas with red, Vaishyas with yellow, and Sudra with black. Of these four orders is given as Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra. Brahma, the creator, said to have been created these four orders from different organs of his body. The Brahmin came from the mouth, Kshatriya from the shoulders, Vaishya from the thighs, and the Sudras from the feet of the creator. Status of a Varna in society is associated with the particular limb of Lord Brahma and its importance. Of course, no such interpretation is directly given in the Yama. As regards the traditional assignment of duties to these four orders, the Brahmins are associated with worship and teaching, the Kshatriya with fighting and defending the motherland, Vaishya with trade and commerce, and the Sudra with the service of all the preceding Varnas. The untouchables are not covered within the four division of Varna scheme, and such as the fifth division consists of the untouchables. So they are called Avarnas or Panchamans. But the Vedic literature contains the descriptions of Ayagaba Chandala, Nisala, and Pulagis, who are not covered within the Varna scheme and who seems to be despised. It appears to be more reasonable to hold that Chandala, and Pulagas were the sections of the Awarnings who were particularly despised by the Aryans due to some reasons. The great Hindu lawgiver held the traditional view of divine origin of the Varnas. From the four limbs of the Supreme Being, he considers the Brahmins as the supreme creation. But Manu doesn't support the view that there is a fifth Varna in Hindu society. He finds out difference between the two concepts of Varna and Jati. He attributes the causes of origin of Jati, that is caste, to the consequence of intermarriage among the original Varnas, which were only four in number. During the day of Manu, the traditional pattern of stratifications became very rigid. Therefore, he formulated separate rules for each Varna and accorded punishment for violations of these rules. The higher classes got special rights and prerogatives. At the same time, they were given a special responsibility corresponding to their authority. The Varna Vyabastha was a functional prerequisite for the Hindu social system because of decentralization of power. The power of knowledge, the power of arms, the power of wealth, and the power of labor were distributed among the four Varnas in accordance with their position in the hierarchy respectively. Such an arrangement of doing away with the concentration of power in the hands of a particular classes served as an antidote to exploitation and despotisms. Those the possible evil consequence of centralization could be prevented due to Varna Vyavastha. Along with the decentralization of power, rewards were also distributed in different forms. Whereas the Brahmins were rewarded in the form of respect, the Sudras at the other extremes were rewarded in the form of rest. The Kshatriyas and Vaishyas were rewarded in the form of authority and wealth respectively. Such a distribution of rewards in the Varna schemes sealed the possibility of localization of power which is experienced in the present day society. Thus, the Varna Vyavastha exhibited a fine blend of the fundamentals of Hindu social organization, the most significant being division of labor, decentralizations of different aspects of power, assignment of duties, provisions of rewards, and the correct positions of different values. The system was neither hereditary nor severe. It acknowledged the inherent quality and techniques of individuals. Simultaneously, it also had a psychological base, but gradually it becomes hereditary and lost its good qualities and degenerated into the caste system. Varna Vyavastha and its relevance. Varna has referred to the choice of something relating to occupations, but in the contemporary society, Varna systems takes its shape of caste form. Choice of occupations based on ability was the based on Varna, but nowadays caste system is based on Vath. Secondly, we find that originally there were only four Varnas, but in contemporary society, the yearly Varna system has become to be influenced by the Jati or caste. Under caste system, the society is divided into number of small social groups and below strata and substrata have come into existence. Thus, fourfold division of Varna Vyavastha has lost its significance. Originally, Varna was based on choice of occupation, and this choice was also related to the ability course due to the gunas. In the modern context, the caste system, which was based on birth, has lost its importance along with the concept of gunas. Of course, achieved status is gradually replacing ascribed status. Thirdly, in the Varna Vyavastha, a broad category of Varna represented in the Hindu society, but it had serious shortcomings as it excluded numerous untouchable castes which, in real terms, formed a part of the Hindu society. In the modern context, the scheduled castes are given much importance. Constitutional provisions have been made for their upliftment so as to bring them at par with the other section of Hindu society.